Hi guys. I'm here for my June whip update. It's Thursday, June 30th. Um, where has this year gone? Tomorrow is July 1st. We're halfway through 2016. Don't know where the year has gone, but it's going fast. Um, so I have some whips. I have a lot of ridiculous amount of stash. I participated in an event on Stitch Mania, so I'll show you that. I have a little bit of life update here. I've been enjoying not going to school, and I ordered my graduation picture, so I'm just going to show you my graduation picture real quick. Sorry about the glare. That man there was our keynote speaker, and he was a professional football player in the early 90s. I think he played for San Francisco like in 1990, 1991. His name is Derek Deese. And so that's him, and that's me getting my diploma. And I was off on a Monday at the beginning of June. I think it was June 6th. And I got back to work on the 7th. And there was a job announcement that had been put out. And two of my coworkers forwarded me the job announcement and said, "Hey Laurel, did you see this? Are you going to apply for this?" So I looked at it, and I was like, I qualify for that. It requires a bachelor's degree and a paralegal certificate. And of course, I just got my paralegal certificate. I got my bachelor's degree years ago after I finished high school. And so I applied for it. And I heard back from them that they couldn't read the transcript that I had attached, so I sent them a clear copy of my transcript. And so hopefully when I see you in August, I'll have an update on that. I don't know what's going to happen, so stay tuned. Say a little prayer for me if you don't mind. It's definitely a promotion from where I am now. It's different than where I am now, so I think I would enjoy it if I got it. So it's also with the county, so yeah, that's June so far. And on to cross stitch. So at the my last update, I had said I wanted to finish both my bird and my sampler in June. Didn't happen. They both took a lot longer than I was expecting, especially the sampler. The bird is my work project, so I kind of expected that would take long, but the sampler has taken way longer than I thought it was going to. So, here is the bird. I hope I'm not holding this upside down. Yeah. So, there's the bird. No, I am holding it upside down. There's the bird. Okay. So, I've been filling in all the shading on the leaves. And, yeah, this is like torture. The shading like there is like on this leaf here. It's just, and the one next to it over here. It's just, it all looks the same. The lines all look the same. It's hard to keep track of which lines you've done and which lines you still have to do. Yeah. Yeah. These up here, like that are zigzag lines. If I can get closer, I'll show you. Those are like zigzag lines for filling stitches. Those are a little easier to keep track of. But these cross-hatching ones are just a pain. This stuff down here, which I've only like dip my toe into yet. I haven't really gotten into the filling in the center of the flower yet. But that's the same as the cross hatching. It all looks the same. It's kind of hard to keep track of your place. So I started up here in this with this leaf here. I started with this leaf and this one, and I've been working my way around. And today at lunchtime, I did this. I started on this one here, so you can see it's not quite done yet. So I've just been working my way around slowly but surely. The exciting part is that you can, if I can get this to cooperate with me and show you, you can see where the bird is going to be. I'm just going to fold this real quick so I can point it out. But that didn't really work, did it? But you can see right here, this is part of his wing. There's got to be a better way to do this. Let's try this. Hey, there we go. Alright. We're in business. You can see there's, this is his wing right here. That's the tip of his wing here. Here's his beak. This is where his head is. Here's his other wing in here. Here's his tail. So you can see where the bird is starting to form, where he's going to be. So that was exciting. But I still got a lot of this cross hatching and a lot of these filling stitches left to do over here on the right side of the design. So I'll probably be working on this for another few weeks yet. So there's the bird. And the sampler this month, I put in the lettering where it says, "Give me the simple life." I put in that scene on the top. That scene is taking forever. This green here on the right side, down here, I had messed that up. And I had to frog it, and because I had to frog it, I had to frog this brown, I had to frog this little house right here, I had to frog this path right here, I had to frog a bunch of stuff. I spent a lot of time frogging on this. And then on this side, see where that grass should be under the church. It's not there because I had to frog it. Yeah, I've done a lot of frogging on this piece. It's taking way longer than I thought. It's taken me all month to put that scene in. And I'm still not done because I still have to fill in the sky and I still have to do the back stitch. So I've still got a little ways to go on the scene. And then after that, hopefully it'll go fast. Hopefully after I get the scene done, it's just the quilt squares and finishing up some stuff in the border, and hopefully it'll fly by after that. But I've still got a little bit of struggling to go with the scene. So this piece, I'm kind of burned out on it. Don't know if I'm going to pick it up in July. I might put it in timeout. We'll just have to see what happens. I would like to finish it sooner rather than later, but we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do with this month. So there are my 2 whips. Unfortunately, neither of them are done. In June, on June 20th, I think, was the summer solstice here in North America, or the Northern Hemisphere. And it was the longest day of the year. And so in Stitch Mania, they had an event started by Joe Perry and Kate Lantry at the Queen of Starts. And the idea of the event was to have like a stitching marathon and stitch on as many of your whips as you can in one day. And I was off work that day. It was a Monday. And I was kind of frustrated with the sampler because I think I had discovered the mistake and I had to frog it, and I'm like, I'm over this. And so I thought, well, let me participate in this event. So I decided I have a list of my whips on the internet that are in alphabetical order. And I decided just to do them in that order. So I went to my list and I pulled out the first whip. And I'm going to show it to you. It's Amaryllis in Bloom by Dimensions. And actually, technically, the first whip on my list is those 50 Christmas ornaments that I gave to Amanda. I hope you're enjoying those, Amanda. So I pulled this out, and I worked on it for about 30 minutes, and that was fine. I enjoyed working on it. I might pull it out next year and finish it. I might pull it out later this year and finish it, but I doubt it. It'll probably be next year. So that was fine. One whip down. Got to whip number 2, which I think is right here. Yes. Whip number 2 was Bagatelle by Long Dog. I love this piece. I love the unicorns. Yeah, I love this piece. I love the monochromatic. Love it. Pulled out my whip. Tried to start stitching on it. And I had a goal of doing each piece for 30 minutes. I put this away after about 20. I don't know what it is about this fabric. I think it's the color and maybe the weave of the fabric, but I could not see the stitch on this fabric. I was so frustrated, and I tried to put it in my frame, and that didn't really help. And so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, because I was having a really hard time stitching on this fabric. So that didn't last. And I was trying to think back all those years ago when I started it. Did I have a hard time with it? And I don't remember. But when I was trying to stitch on it that day, I was having a hard time. And then the next whip on my list was the bear stocking. And if you watched my whip video from a month or 6 weeks ago, I had said in that I wasn't sure that I was going to finish that bear stocking. And I pulled it out, and I was like, I don't really have any interest in stitching this. So I put it up on Adopt-A-Whip, and somebody claimed it, and I sent it to her, and I hope she enjoys it. I think she said she was going to give it to her granddaughter, or her niece, or something. Some teenage girl in her family she thought would enjoy it. So I hope she enjoys that. So the bear stocking went away. And so then I went back to my cabinet and I pulled out some more stuff. And the next whip that I pulled out was Deepest Love by Mirabilia. And I looked at it and I thought, let me go back and work on the sampler some more. So I put all my whips away and I went back and I frogged the sampler and I worked on that. So my longest day stitch-a-thon was kind of a fail. I worked on exactly one whip. But that's okay. And that's really all I worked on this month. It was nice to see Amaryllis in Bloom again. I think that I will pull out next year. And but yeah, I didn't do so well at that event. So stash, ridiculous amount of shopping, insanity. Some of you are guilty of enabling. Some of you are gonna get called out, so stay tuned. At the end of last month, I had said I had placed a big order with 123 Stitch. It was a big dollar amount order, not a big, volume order. But, and I got that. So what I got from there, which I got these two Blue Daisy bookmark kits from Vervico. There's the first one, and there's the second one. And they're just cute, simple bookmark projects. I thought they were cute. And I think they were on sale. One of them was on sale. And the other one I decided to get because it's the companion. So I got both of those. I got Home of a Needleworker by Little House Needleworks. This is this the We Are Diane Williams one? No, I think it's the other one. That's the We Are Diane Williams one. I don't remember. But I got this. I have a super secret plan for this. So when I get to it, I'll show it. I'll show you the plan. I got, and then I got, we'll do this one first. I got this graduation piece by Barbara Anna Designs, because hello, graduation. So I think I'm going to stitch that. And I think I'm going to, this says, Reach for the Stars, and it's a little owl. When I picked out my cake for my friend and I celebration, it had an owl on it. So I think I'm going to add my information to the bottom of it, my name and my degree and the year. So I got that for me. And then I told myself that when I graduated, I was going to reward myself with a sampler. And I was going to kit up a sampler called Eleanor Parr by The Scarlet Letter. And I was going to kit it up in the antique color conversion in silk that's offered by the Attic Needlework. And because the original color conversion is much too pink. In fact, I'll insert a picture of the sampler here. But the original is much too pink. And somebody on Sampler World or one of the sampler groups was stitching the antique color conversion. I'm like, that's much better. The pinks are a lot more muted. They're a lot more red. And it was beautiful. So, but I was having trouble with fabric. And so I emailed the Attic. And I never got a response. I asked some questions about, can you tell me about the fabric fence? Never got a response. So, I ended up not ordering that because I couldn't even get my question answered. So, I was on the 123 Stitch, and there was a sampler that I had seen that had been released at Nashville, and I came across it on 123 Stitch, or I went looking for it probably, and I found it, and I bought it, and I kitted it up. So, and that is, this is by Erica Michaels. This is Nancy Alden, 1795, and it has the Our Father prayer on it, which is a very common text in needlework designs. And it has the Apostles' Creed on it, which is not very common. So, I like that. You know, at my church we recite the Apostles' Creed just about every week. We've been doing it so long, actually, that most of us can say it by heart. Even the children can say it by heart. So, I got that. And I kitted it up with the called for materials. This is, what brand is, what brand? Oh, okay. So this linen is 32 count lentil by Lakeside Linens. And my light isn't very good here, but it's like I think it's like a light brown. It's coming off kind of green here, and maybe it is a little green lentil. So that's the color. My light is very yellow. So, and then I bought all of the called for Weeks Dye Works and General Art sampler threads, which I'm not going to go through. So that was my reward to myself for graduation. Okay, so that was my 1, 2, 3 stitch order, and then somebody on Cross Stitch and Discuss posted her finish of one of those Dimensions banners, the little seasonal ones that are so cute. And I said, oh, I have to get these sometime. And somebody whose name starts with an I and ends with a Y, Cross Stitch Joyle, said, oh, they got a good price on them on Amazon. So here's Laurel on her phone going over to Amazon. Click, click, click. Oh, okay, there's all 4 samplers. Oh, here's those other 2 things that were in my shopping cart. Yeah, let me get those 2. Click, click, click. Congratulations, your order's on its way. So, Ildi, this is your fault. And I know you're happy to take the blame for it. So, I got the Dimensions seasonal samplers. This is summer. And truthfully, this is probably my least favorite of the 3. I like frogs, but this is probably my least favorite. Or of the 4. Spring. This is the one that had shown up finished on Cross Stitch and Discuss. And it was just so cute. Fall. I think this is the one that I've seen the most. I know that Christine at Calico finished hers last year. It was really cute. And winter, which of course is Santa. So I just love those. I think they're so cute. And then the other ones that were in my cart that I added, which are also both very popular because I'm a lemming, as Garrett would say. Glory of Autumn, which there's a bunch of people working on. And A Gracious Era, which I think, I'm almost sure that this was put out in the 90s and discontinued and then reissued. I'm almost positive that it was discontinued and reissued. I don't think that it's been available continuously, but I got that. So that was my Amazon order. And then there's that evil little group known as Stash Unload. So the rest of the stuff is just kind of in random order. And it's... Oh no. Before we get to Stash Unload, one more thing. Lucas Johnson at Fabrics by LJ. I've been looking at his fabrics, and I was kind of debating, do I want to get this one? Do I want to get that one? How many do I want to get? How much do I want to spend? And I was scrolling through my news feed on a Saturday, and he said, "Hey, we're having a sale just today." And so I read the terms of the sale, and I was like, okay, click, 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 click. So I have my first order of fabrics by LJ. Thank you, Lucas. These are all 28 count linens. And this one is over easy. It's a very light yellow, which I really like this one. And my lighting is really bad here. Sorry, none of these are going to show up very true. And maybe you guys can help me out here. I don't know what video it was in. I think it was sometime last summer or early fall, August, September, something in there. October maybe. I was looking for 2 pieces of fabric. I was looking for teal. And I know what I wanted to do with that for Teresa Winsler's Oriental Poppies. And I remember I was also looking for a piece of yellow for something. I don't know what it was for. So if you remember me mentioning it in a video or mentioning it on a group, somebody please tell me what that was for. I have yellow, don't know what I wanted it for. So this is 28 Cobalt, which I think that I might have a plan for this, and I'll get to that when I get to my July plans. This is Bubblegum, which is a pink, and I think this is begging for Mirabilia. Not really sure which one yet, but I think that this is destined to be a Mirabilia. And these are all 18 by 28 approximate cuts. And then this last one, I'm going to ask for your guys' help on this one. I was scrolling through his fabrics, and I stopped on this one, and I thought, that's really cool. And then I kept looking at it, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what I would put on it. But I must have gone back to that piece of fabric for like a week or 2 weeks, going, if I bought that, what would I put on it? Like, what would look good on it? And then he had the sale, and I'm like, okay, well, in the cart it goes. So this, and I'm going to show you this whole piece. This is Sahara by Fabrics by LJ. And it kind of looks like its name. It's like a sandy peachy color, and then it's got these swirls of black in it, or like a very dark blue or black. And I thought, I'll show you the side of it. I thought it was like the coolest thing. Maybe if I show you more close up, it'll give you a truer picture. It's coming off kind of white in the camera, but it's really like a light pinky, peachy, sandy kind of color. Don't know what to put on it. Don't have a clue what I'm going to put on it. So if you have some ideas, leave comments of what I might put on that. I'm thinking maybe something monochromatic, like maybe something by Ink Circles or something by Long Dog. I don't really know. So, thank you, Lucas. Wonderful fabric. I love it. I'll probably order again. Okay, now on to Stash Unload. And these are just random. The mini, another Disney Dreams collection for me. The mini Little Mermaid. This is a little ornament by the Wizard collection, which I've seemed to accumulated a few of these. Mostly Christmas related. I think the other ones I have are like Santa and snowmen, and here's a snowman. They're holding letters that say Noel. So I like those. This is a bell pull by Lori Birmingham, which is from, what year is this from? 1997. And it says hands to work, hearts to God. I just thought that was cute. Quick little project, easy little project. I also have one of Laura Birmingham's Santa bell pulls. We'll get to that in a minute. This was enabled by Garrett at Coffee Stitcher. I don't really think that Garrett watches my channel, but yeah, this is his fault. Garrett, if you're watching, yeah, thanks. And I kind of got lucky. I saw it pop up on Stash and Load. I'm like, oh, that, I want it. This is Wonderland the Game by the Prairie Schooler. Oh no, it's not by Prairie Schooler. It's by Prairie Moon. And he has showed this, but it's like a board game with Alice in Wonderland characters. And I thought it was kind of cool. I'm thinking though that I might change the colors. I might brighten it up because it's kind of dark. And it uses all needle pointing silks, which are like $5 each. So I think I might brighten it up and do it in DMC or make it a little less expensive. But so I got that. And I got this. This was enabled by Garrett's partner in crime, the Stash Queen, Katie. And the reason that I got this is because she keeps showing this design in her year starts. Actually, she's stitching a couple things out of here. But oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. That's not why I got this. I got this one because it has Nora Corbett's Moonlight Lugana Mermaid. That's why I got this one. I wonder where the other magazine is, because I did buy a magazine that Katie enabled me into. I think it might be over there. I'll have to grab it. Oh. This one also has Sunshine on My Shoulders Makes Me Happy by Stitchrovia. And it's got this Independence Day banner, which I think that's really cute. I might stitch that. They must be done on perforated plastic or perforated paper. They're done on perforated plastic, but I thought those were really cute. Here's the Soleil Vintage Seed Packet that Katie is stitching. Here's the vase of flowers. It says "Live Your Best Life." I thought that this was cute too. And I think that this uses GMC memory thread to outline the flowers with. Here's the Year Celebration, also being stitched by Katie. Here's, this is called Memorial Park by Praiseworthy Stitches. And it's a baseball themed design here. I'm not big into baseball, probably won't stitch it. But it says popcorn and peanuts, bases and bats, home runs and hot dogs, it's baseball. Not something that I would stitch. This looks cute. Let me find the picture of it so I'll show you the chart. Oh. These are just little sea creatures. There's a crab and a fish. Those are cute, but I don't see a picture of it. Here's a design that they made into a tote bag, Sun, Sea, Sand. Nice summery design. If you're participating in Stitch Mania's July sale of summer, it's a sunshine day, there's a possibility for you. So this is cross stitch and needlework, July 2014. This I have been wanting forever. I love it. This is Lizzie Kate's at Our House. I got this on Stash and Load. I only got the chart, didn't get the threads, but I can get the threads independently. So, I love it. Carolyn Mazzio stitched it. Several people have stitched it, and I think it's a great design. More Mirabilia madness. I found these on Stash and Load. Also, these have been on my wish list. Wisteria by Nora Corbett. And the seller was also selling the bead pack with it, so I got the bead pack. She's one of my favorite pixies. Because purple. And then one of my other favorite pixies, Buttercup. And same seller, also selling the bead pack, so I got that. And yeah, another Mirabilia. January Garnet Fairy. I think this is one of those designs I was enabled into by seeing somebody stitch it. Couldn't tell you who. Another just simple, quick design here. Live Simply by Dimensions. Ink circles for space. I have the other two in this series. Here Comes Treble and All Together Now. So, of course, this is the base clef. Here Comes Treble is the treble clef. All Together Now is the alto clef. This I just thought was cute, and it's a dog. Little dog sleeping in the hammock. And it says, "Sleep till you're hungry, eat till you're sleepy." Sounds like a good plan to me. I could go for that life with a little stitching in between, and I'd be good. Just haven't figured out how to do that and keep my rent paid. So, this was enabled years and years and years ago. I have a long memory. This was enabled years and years and years ago by Annette Aker. Annette at Annette Aker. This is Dutch Treats Santa's Midnight Ride Table Topper. And Annette stitched this way back in the day. And it was so cute. And then it went on a print, and I saw it on Stash and Load, and I grabbed it. I think, though, they have it stitched on green here. And I think maybe Annette did this. I don't know. Maybe Annette can tell me. I'm kind of afraid Annette's going to tell me, "You didn't get that from me. I didn't stitch that." Anyway, I think it would be kind of cool stitched on black, actually. So, oh, here's the magazine. I think this is the last one. This is the one that Katie at Stash Queen enabled me into. This is Sunday morning sunrise. And she showed this on her Eurostars. I was like, that is so pretty. And so I found this on Stitch and Frog. And so I got that. Thanks, Katie. And that is the end of my ridiculous amount of stash for this month. Yeah. So, plans for July. I think I might have 2 new starts in July. Hopefully one of them will be a finish too. I planned my vacation. I booked my vacation a few days ago. I'm going back to New York. I'm going to see my brother again. Won't really get to see as much of him as I'd like, but he's got a life. He's got things to do. So I'm going to get to see him a little. Won't get to stay with him like I did last year. But so I think that because I'm going back to New York, I'm going to start something New York themed that I bought while I was in New York last year. And that is the Victoria Sampler's Hearts of America, New York. So I think I will do that this month in honor of my trip to New York. I'm very excited. If you watched my August video last year, I talked about my trip. I stayed in Times Square last year. I decided I didn't want to do that this year. I saw Times Square. I want to see Lower Manhattan, so I'm staying in Soho. And the hotel is about a mile away from the World Trade Center. I plan to go back to the memorial. Don't plan to go back to the museum. The museum was a lot, and I don't think I'm going to do that again. I looked up what to see in Soho, so I've got a list of things that are within a mile or so of the hotel. I want to go back to Central Park. My day in Central Park last year was not really that good, so I'm going to go back this year, hopefully have a better time. I think I'm going to do that on Sunday because there's also a well-known church in that area near Central Park, and I'd like to go to that service and hear that man preach. His name is Tim Keller, if you're familiar with him. I think he still preaches. If you know that he's not preaching, please let me know. So I think I'm going to do that on Sunday and go to his church for the evening service, listen to him. I'm going to go back to the stitching shop in New Jersey, so I will probably see you from my hotel room with my stash from New Jersey. Because, of course, I still need more stuff. I mean, you know. Yeah, so I'm excited. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I want to go to Kleinfeld's. I want to go to Mood. If you watch Say Yes to the Dress or Project Runway. So I have a lot of little stuff like that I want to do. I want to go. My dad's family, of course, was from New York. So I think the New York City Hall of Records, like where you get birth certificates and death certificates and stuff, is right there near the hotel. I think I'm going to go in there and see if I can get some information about my father's family, like get his, see if I can get information on his father's parents. I'm trying to find out about his father's parents. I have his father's birth certificate with his parents' names, but I can't find his mother. Actually, I can't find either one of them. So I'm going to see if I can get some information there. So stay tuned. I'll probably be coming at you from my hotel room sometime in the middle part of the month. And then, wow, I'm at 45 minutes already. So my other start for this month, I think, may or may not happen. I think this cobalt that I bought from Lucas, I think I'm going to use it, and I'm going to jump into the pumpkin passport. with the July block. So we'll see how that goes with vacation and whatever. But I think I'm going to start my pumpkin passport with the July block. So, other than that, for stitching for July, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue on the bird probably at work. I don't know if I'm going to keep going on the sampler or if I'm going to go back to Mains of the Seasons. I don't really know. So, I'd kind of like to keep going on the sampler because I would like to finish it. And once I get past that scene, the sky and the back stitching of the scene, once I stop frogging it, it'll be fine. It'll go quickly. So I might do that. I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I think that's all that I have. I can't believe this got to be to 45 minutes. But I will, I hope you guys are all having a good stitchy day. And I will see you guys from New York. Bye.